What is up, Pyromaniacs? Palisades here. We're back in the world of All the Mods 3 Remix, continuing on basically where we left off. I did manage to get the theory of alchemy knocked out. To do that, you basically want to create a theory here, and then you need to make sure alchemy is the top number. So for instance, right here, we need fundamentals. For that, I would need to get fundamentals to the top. So that's basically what that means, which is interesting because I don't remember ever seeing fundamentals in here. But yeah, either way, this has opened up liquid death, alchemical metallurgy, and essential smelting for us. We're going to start with essential smelting. Sorry, essentia smelting. Go ahead and complete that real quick. See, we've got our nice little stuff opened up, and it says, I've drawn up the plans for essentia smelter. The smelter works much like a normal furnace by burning coal to produce heat, but instead of smelting ore into metal, it breaks down objects into a slurry of raw, unprocessed essentia. This process isn't very efficient, and a small amount of essentia is converted into flux roughly 20% of the time. The next step in the process is to take the essentia slurry and distill it using an arcane alembic. To work, arcane alembics need to be placed on top of a smelter. Multiple alembics can be placed on top of each other to increase storage, but it does not influence processing speed. The essentia slurry will slowly be drawn into the alembic and the individual aspected essentia separated out. If the smelter is being powered by alimentum, this distillation process is much faster. The essentia can then be extracted out of the alembic using files, jars, or more complex means. Perfect. That is exactly what we have been needing. So we need to make one of these alembics, which is made interesting, specifically greatwood trees. That's not something I've messed with yet. So greatwood trees, they are the Thaumcraft. They're in a magical forest type setup. So I believe there's a way for me to teleport to a magical forest in this mod pack. I need to find that real quick. One sec. All right, I think I figured it out. Before we do that, though, I was curious. I wanted to know if these things had any special abilities. And it doesn't look like they do, which is quite makes me sad. Makes me very sad. What I can do, though, is I can go back to the main base. Wrong one. And we can make a lumber axe, I believe is what they're called. It's been a while. Boom, boom, boom. We want this one. Okay, so we need a heavy cross. We're going to need a lot of gold for this. Did the gold get processed? It did. I'm going to have to reprocess it. Or turn you off. Put you back in. Take you. I don't have enough alumite. We're probably just going to use iron then. I'll feed a few pieces of iron in, and that's fine. All right, so we have quite a few parts here. I already have the plate. So we don't need, excuse me, we don't need the plate. We do need tough binding, tough tool rod, and broadhead axe. So that's over here. So we need, well, I already have broadhead axe pattern, so I can take that. Tough binding and tough tool rod. Okay, perfect. So we're just going to put you here. Replace you with this. Oh, okay, I see it now. I'm dumb. There we go. So, tough binding. Did I get the axe head? It's funny, it's not showing up over here. Is that the tough tool rod? That is? Did I? Oh, it's because it's in my inventory. I'm like, what the fuck, man? It's not there. It's because you dumb. All right. We got plenty of molten gold. All right, we're just gonna make an iron one. Iron should be fine. Should be more than sufficient. All right, I'll put you here. There we go. Axe head, gold. And then while we're waiting, I have 5 ingots. Let's go ahead and pour it. Should definitely not take more than 5 ingots. Oh my god, it takes more than 5 ingots. Holy shit. Okay, yeah, it makes sense. That one's 8. All right, fair enough. Should have just done them all at once. I was hoping to save myself just a little bit of time. Joke's on me. All right, so there we go. That should drop through the floor when it's done, which will take 1.5 years. Do I have another casting basin or casting table? I don't think I do. Oh, shit. She's already got the tough tool rod, so I don't need that. I'll put that up there. Can this not... So you can't... What the hell, man? Is it because we already have those things in there? Okay, I guess so. All right, so there's our axe head. Put that in there. That should now go in here. Well, that, yeah, it'll automatically go in. So you just can't have duplicates. That's all. My question is, can I melt this duplicate down and get more gold from it? I can't. That is, as they would say, some horse shit. All right, so I got the tough tool rod cast. I don't need this. I will need the stone tool binding cast, though, because apparently we don't have that. Switch it back over to gold. Go ahead and pour it. Yeah, I don't see that, which means I don't need this one anymore. We'll just throw it in the water here, and it'll eventually disappear. All right, let's go ahead and swap it over and dump some iron into it. I am going to need you after all. It's cooling. Do I have enough iron in there? I mean, I've got 2 more blocks. That should be sufficient. Yeah, that should easily be sufficient. Okay, I don't need you anymore. I do need you next. Excuse me. Saved myself a little bit of gold, so that's good. Dear God, these things take forever to cool. I don't like this feature. I mean, I understand kind of why they do it. You know, it's for immersion, but I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Because to me, it's the whole purpose of it is designed to slow you down and waste your time. You know what I mean? And I'm all for, you know, things for realism and stuff, as long as they contribute to the game. But to me, that doesn't seem to contribute much. It just feels like it's just punishing you for no reason. All right, so we need a greatwood tree. I don't think this is one, but it kind of looks like one. Actually, I think this is one. Well, holy shit, color me shocked. All right, so the problem that we're going to run into is I don't think this is going to be able to chop it all in one chop because it's a big-ass fucking tree. So we're going to do it in 2 branches, hopefully. Oh, no. We're going to be doing it a lot more than 2. Okay, that should get rid of all the top. We'll do it right here. And right here. There we go. We're getting most of it. Yeah, there we go. I definitely want... I think what we'll do is we'll do this. Chop that. Chop this. The reason it's not all coming down is because it's touching other trees. So we're going to do this. We can get rid of the other trees. Which will then make it all come down. Except they're all touching because it's a goddamn fucking forest. Really? Well, I missed a couple way up there. Which may... Well, if we were living here, that would annoy the shit out of my wife. But the fact that I did my best to mine it out, I think is going to net me some safety. All right. All this wood we want to pick up. Now, did we actually get... We got bull pine, spruce. We did get greatwood saplings. Now, that's new. Greatwood saplings are not something that used to drop. At least I don't think so. All right, so how much room do we have left? 0. Okay, that's fine. Home. Let's go back. I need to drop off, and then we're going to go kill that tree. You guys may remember a couple episodes we did save a tree. Great wood. Yep. All the rest of the wood can go fuck itself, but we're going to keep the great wood in there. There we are. Since we just put some great wood in there. Plants complete. Okay. Interesting. All right, let's go home tree. Oh, I feel bad for this. I really do, because this is a glorious tree, but it is what it is. I need your stuff. I'm sorry. I confirmed with the wife that these no longer no longer have nodes in them, as apparently there are no more nodes or something like that. I don't know. Either way. Did it drop a sapling? Thank God. Okay. So we got a sapling for it. I don't see any other saplings anywhere. Did we get anything? Okay, no. All right. So I'm going to want to replant these trees like ASAP. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a greatwood tree. I think right here is good. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to make our silverwood tree. I'm going to plant 2 of these. We're going to plant 1 here. And then 1 there. I'm hoping let's go back 1 more. Let's plant it there. That should be sufficient for both of those to grow, I think. I'm going to wait till the moon comes up real quick before we do anything else. Do I still have my bucket over here? I should. That's the old bucket, but it should work. I don't know if I can accelerate the growth of this. We're going to try real quick. I just realized it's nighttime. Nothing's going to fucking grow. I'm a genius. All right, we'll come back to that here in a second. Okay, so when we started all this, we were here. And we wanted to build an alembic. So we needed greatwood planks. We have that now. Now an essentia filter is silverwood planks. We've got that as well. So all of that is good. Let me grab 1 of each type. I've got the silverwood. I'm going to leave 1 on me. I'm going to grab the greatwood. And there we go. So planks. Planks. Perfect. All right. So from here, we want the filter. Can I just look these up and do them just like I would in no... Whoa. Yep. We're missing gold. Surely I have gold now. I have 1. Really? Fuck. You're going to make me go back and get gold, aren't you? You miserable bastard. How are we doing on the moon? Got 1. First quarter. Perfect. Yeah, I've been doing that basically every night, trying to get more moon. It will tell you that you've already scanned it today and that you can't scan it again. It's a lying bastard. You definitely can, but you can only do it once per night. So you can't just sit out there and just as much as you might want to. All right, let's get some gold going. Because look, we already have 1 in our inventory, and it's not giving me another one. Which is quite sad. We'll take 1 more. 4 should be enough. Home. That's right. Just special home. That's it. Okay. Trees have not grown yet, but again, it's nighttime. We can sleep now that we have that tree piece. Can we get into bed? Fuck. You know, this does 6 damage. This does 7.3. Where you at, Dick? What are you, on top of the tree? You're not even close! There must be another one around here somewhere. Dude, I love that little, like, hammer effect where it comes down and it looks like Thor's hammer is smiting him. Dude, what the fuck? Oh, I know where it is. Oh, hello. It sounds like it must be below me. Well, hello. Not sure where you came from. Can I sleep now? Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I think maybe she has a basement she hasn't told me about. The wife has a secret basement. Who's building a secret dungeon now? It's not me. Oh, yeah, anyways. I got all my wizardry out in the open. All right, so I did want to test this again, see if I can make it work. I want to be careful because, you know, you don't want to end up inside. There it goes. Perfect. And how about you? Perfect. And I kind of want to move you a couple more over to like right there. I don't know if it can grow there because it's on the edge. It might. I might have to put some stuff down. Yeah, I think I have to put some stuff down for it to grow. Because see, it has quite a large base. All right, let's move you off and let's try it right here. Let's see if it'll grow there. It should. I think it's got enough room. It may not though. Perfect. There we go. So we got our nice little stuff going. Where are these guys? They got to be underground. That's annoying. That means we're going to be listening to them forever. And I can't rip the floor. Yeah, I know exactly what happened. Right over here, when we were playing, I can't use this because it'll rip everything up. A creeper exploded and she fixed it. And yeah, so it's not 100% fixed. That's the problem. There's a giant hole there. All right, so we only need one essentia filter. That's fine. And let me go ahead and put most of the rest of the stuff up. Oh shit, this isn't. I'm getting my Thaumcraft and non-Thaumcraft piles of garbage confused. Okay, that should be enough. And I think it's alembic, right? Yes, there it is. Give it a second to load. It seems to... Because I know how to make this. But it doesn't seem to want to show me. Okay, that's fine. I can remember a recipe. You dick. All right, so we need 2 brass plates, which I do not have. Brass plates are copper with... I don't still have those 2 brass, do I? I do not. So we'll pick up the 2 copper. And then I have to look that one up because I always forget this. It's one of those things we don't use all that often. Instrumentum. And if I recall, we can do instrumentum off of... do I have any cobblestone? There we go. And just like that, the inventory's full again. There's instrumentum. That's what we need, just 2 of those. So we come over here. Fuck. Okay. Don't need you, don't need you, don't need you. Don't need you, don't need you. Don't need you. Might need those, maybe. Fucking hell. Okay. Let's get water bucket filled up. And then we want to clear, boom, and chisel 1. There we go. Got it. I don't think I can do 2 of them, can I? I didn't think so. Yeah, it ate it. All right, so we'll put you here, and I need 1 more. Where's my other chisel? Where did my chisel go? It's not in there. What the fuck? I think it ate my chisel. You monster. That's all right. I know I right-clicked with it first, so it's possible I put it somewhere, maybe? There we go. Perfect. All right, so now we got the 2 instrumentum, and then we have to turn that into normal brass ingots, which we can then hammer into brass plates, which are need our little hammer doober dealy. So we got that, which gives us our 2 brass plates. And then from that, are you going to let me see it? Apparently not. Yeah, I'll kill those zombies here in a minute. Okay, so 2. Okay, that's a pretty easy setup, actually. Boom. Boom, boom, bam, 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 and boom, boom. Perfect. And there's our alembic. And we put this on top of that. And you can see it's siphoning the stuff that we had into it before out. So we now have 3 of that, which is kind of cool. Now my question is, can I just put a vial there and will it take it? Or so it hasn't shown me how to use the alembic yet. To work, alembic needs to be placed on top of the salt. Multiple alembics can be placed on top of each other to increase storage, but it does not influence processing speed. The essential story, blah, blah, blah. Smelter is powered by aluminum. Yeah, and it doesn't show me the process by which that's used. Now, essentia tubes. I can transport essentia around in jars and flasks, but that is not useful for large-scale alchemical operations. The obvious answer is to transport essentia with pipes or tubes, but due to its volatile nature, no mundane pipe will work. Transport, I should gather some exotic samples. Okay. Well, this should be pretty easy, because now that we have the tubes, which are easy to make, tubes. Am I just blind now? That's not looking like the right recipe right there, is it? No, it does not look like the right recipe. Huh. So that's an essentia filter. But this is essentially a tube. But it's not showing me how to make the essentia tube. Which is fucking evil. Because I need it to make these files. What the fuck? Alright, let's look at this water jars. Maybe it'll be in here. Essentia can be stored in water jars. Water jars can be placed in the world and are able to store essentia virtually indefinitely. The enchantment placed on the jars also makes adding an extra essentia a breeze. Jars can be filled from an alembic by clicking with the jar directly on the alembic. They can also be filled and emptied using files. What is more, they make an excellent storage medium for jams and preserves. Shift clicking on jars and alembic with an empty hand will empty them. Okay. So there's a warded jar, there's a void jar, there's a brass lid brace, and then there's a blank label. Okay, so we just need glass panes and okay, that's really simple actually. That's amazing actually. I should be able to make 2 of them, I think. So we put those here and then like this. Perfect. Warded jar. And a spice rack. No, you can keep your spice rack, buddy. Do we have any more sand? Okay, I'm gonna kill these guys. They're driving me nuts. Fuck, that dude was annoying. Okay. Let's get some sand. We are going to need 6 pieces of sand, so I want to come a little further down the lane so my wife doesn't kill me. 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. And we'll head back up. Now, eventually, we're going to want to set up like a really cool system to showcase all of these, but that's going to take a bit. It's not going to be something I'm going to set up today. Sand. Okay, so I can't do that, and I can't do that, which is really frustrating me because I feel like maybe you have to have more than 3. I mean, that would make sense. Okay. But it's still not showing me As long as jar contains some essentia, you can attach a jar label to it. The label will lock the jar to that type of essentia, and it will not be able to accept any other kind of essentia. You can remove a label by shift-clicking when panning, place a label crafting bench with this file. Essentia, just assign an aspect to it, and when placed on an empty jar, it will automatically lock that jar to the aspect. Awesome. Cool, cool. That's good. You can also craft brass lid braces. When used on a jar, they will prevent essentia being drawn from or placed into the jar by anything other than tubes. Okay, well that's cool. I'm glad we figured that aspect out. I still don't understand why we haven't learned the pipes. Maybe we have to complete this. So we'll go ahead and click this off. For now, my studies are complete, but who knows what other wondrous discoveries I'll make in the future. Okay, so that did not unlock anything. And this is going to drive me insane. Essentia tubes. That's the filter. This is essentia tube. And again, it's... Where did my goggles go? Dude. Okay, that freaked me out a little bit there. Alright, let's clear you. And then refill you so you can start bubbling up again. You go outside, take a picture of the sky. Where's the moon? Hasn't risen yet. We'll give it a minute. So the only other thing I can think of is that it takes a couple to really get going. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a second and maybe a third alembic on top of this to test. So to do that, I am going to need... Well, I guess I don't need anything else. Yeah, we've got everything we need. Okay, so we do this, and that gives me... Am I missing the crystal I need? I think we are. Yeah, we need an aqua crystal, and I don't have any aqua crystals. Well, not deployed. I don't have any aqua crystals. Okay. Well, that would give us aqua crystals right there. I really hate to burn a fucking thing of... I mean, that's a void. We already have a... Okay, screw it. This will give us plenty of aqua crystals. No, it doesn't! That's some horse shit. That is absolute horse shit. I am so annoyed. So for those of you guys wondering what the hell just happened there, we didn't get, even though you hold your cursor over the water bucket, you don't get the water when you throw it in. You just get the bucket. Ooh, the bucket's equivalent, which is void, and that's fucking mean, man. What do we got? Lunar first quarter? Okay. Wait, isn't that the one we already had? Third quarter. Yeah, I don't think I got my stuff for it. There it is. Got it. I was about to be like, dude, what the hell? Okay, so Quicksilver drop, no. Trying to think of the easiest way to go about doing all this stuff. Definitely going to need another alembic. Because otherwise... Like, I can put this over here in this. And my question here is that going to kick that up? Okay, I don't need you anymore. Okay, so we're up to 6, 7, 8. That's 8. So my question is, can I fill this up now? And again, the file is not working. Now, the jar. Will the jar work? The jar works. Which is silly. But that's working just fine. So I don't know why the glass files aren't working, but the jar is. So that's good, I guess. Basically means we don't need you anymore. More or less. Now my question is, how do I get this into this? Because I can't come over here and go like that. And I can't go like this. What about this? No. And I can't suck it out there either. What in the hell? Okay. So yeah, we're going to have to end up having a million fucking vials and all that shit going through, which is fine. Okay, let's try not to get too distracted. Of course, I'm still screwed here because I can't get... How am I get... All right, I got to figure out these files. That's what I got to do. All right, so the good news is I figured out how to... Oh, yeah, the teleport thing. Sorry, I was trying to figure out what the fuck is all this. I figured out how to use the jars and how to use the files. I've got the files all done with the exception of Alienus or whatever it's called. Alienus? Yeah, that's what I'm calling it, Alienus. The problem with this is it requires Ender stuff. I don't have Ender stuff. We haven't seen any Endermen. I did use the one Ender eye I had to make this. I grew the 2 Ender lilies. Yes, I know they're on dirt. The reason they're on dirt is because I don't have any end stone. We're not ready to go to the nether yet, or the end yet. And even if we were ready to go to the end, we can't find the ender portal because we don't have any ender pearls. So kind of a catch-22 there. I'm probably going to have to make an enderman farm very soon because a lot of stuff is starting to require the ender pearls. So the little blank labels are thankfully very cheap to make. It's just paper, coagulated, or well, slime ball, and any kind of black dye. I have basically unlimited slimes. I have basically unlimited squids. As you can see, there's a couple down there still. I've been farming them rather viciously. But what's holding us up now is I can't get this this little thing right here. So we have 6, we need 10. And that's what was holding me back with the files is for the files to work, you have to push something through that has 10. So if it has 6, 5, 3, 2, 9, 8, 7, anything other than 10, you can't put it in a file, which is also coincidentally why I'm assuming when you hold your cursor over here, it says 10. So that's kind of soul crushing because at the moment, the only way for me to make aliens or alienus is literally with these dupers right here. And I've done some research on these. You cannot bone meal them. I did try. Bone meal is supposed to make these go backwards, i.e. make them not grow. It does not seem to have that effect, but there doesn't seem to be anything I can speed them up with. None of the stuff that I have, like sprinklers, don't work. I tried using the watering can. It doesn't matter. I went through, I think, 5 watering cans and just got it to here. So supposedly it takes 7 Minecraft days to sprout if it's on Ender endstone. I don't have any endstone, can't make endstone. So it's supposed to be like 2 to 4 times longer than that. So that's like 8 hours of real life time and like a month of in-game time, which is fucking stupid. But we're not gonna bitch about it. It's okay. The problem just means I gotta stop focusing on that and I gotta do some other stuff, which isn't a big deal. It's just annoying that I can't focus on, you know, what I want to focus on for right now. Now, I don't know if you guys noticed, but beforehand we had some of these other, it was the Alchemy ones. I had those opened and I was able to kind of click on them. Now, since I use the Alchemy here, I can't click on them anymore. So it looks like you need a different idea for each individual step, which is fine. So we're basically going to have to do a lot more idea stuff, which more or less means we're completely stuck for today. So hopefully you're not too pissed that we didn't make a ton of progress. We did figure out the alembic. We did figure out the files. We did figure out the jars, which are really cool because the jars can hold anything. They can hold anything. And I believe they're breakable. So you can pick them up, you can take them, and you see I've got one Ignis in there. I put it back down, rinse and repeat. And with the little piece of paper locked on it, they're stuck forever. So even if I drain this, you won't have any problems with it. And what's really nice, I was going to see if well, okay, we'll just do it this way. Essentia, which one is it? A file of Vinicum. Let's do this. So I go here, and I go like this, and now it's there, and I got my file back. Now I can pull it back in, and I've got it here again, and I put it back in, rinse and repeat. So it's very nice that once we get to tubes, we're going to be able to hook all of these guys up to tubes. We're going to be able to burn a ton of shit through here, and we're going to probably be able to start making essentia in bulk, because that's one of the big drawbacks that we've got. Now, one of the things we got to be careful of is this warp or taint or whatever the fuck it is. I'm a little worried with how I've gone through some of the stuff that we may have a problem with that soon. So we'll have to figure that out as time goes on. They haven't covered much of it right now, and I don't, other than to basically say it's something bad. It's something, if you're not careful, will be here, and I've heard people on the forums talking about it. That basically what we're doing right now is what you want to do first, because if you don't, your base has problems. So yeah, good times. But I guess that's our stopping spot for today, and I think that's my 6th Minecraft video today, maybe my 7th. I think it's a productive fucking day. I've been recording Minecraft since like 8 a.m. this morning. So I'm going to take a break for now. This will probably be the last episode I record today. I'll probably record a bunch more tomorrow. So God forbid, we might end up being 2 weeks out, because I've been digging it. You know, if you're digging it, record it while you're digging it, right? That being said, if you guys are enjoying this series, you like what I do, you want to support me, the best way to do it, slap the like button, leave a comment. That's engagement. That tells YouTube that, you know, the people that watch my video are engaged, they enjoy it, they like it, and they promote my content from there. If you want to go above and beyond that, there's a little button there called join. You can slap that. That's going to get you part of the Pyromaniacs. We're going to be revamping that program here shortly with a bunch of tiers and things. But for now, it's going to get you in the credits in my upcoming videos. Probably not this week, but next week, as this is the tail end of this week for you guys. But for me, I'm recording this on Saturday before the week's even happened. So I'm going to do that tomorrow and get all those different tiers set up. But we're going to have at least 3 tiers, maybe 4. And I haven't quite got all the stuff sorted out for that stuff yet. So you'll want to go through and read those once that pops up. That being said, guys, that's it for me. You guys have a great night, great evening, great weekend. I'm going to catch you guys in the next clip.